It is day 2 of another tractor-trailer crash causing major problems on a Middle Tennessee interstate. All day, crews have worked to clean up a section of Interstate 40 in Lebanon after a massive fuel spill. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ann Holt.
And I'm Eric Egan in for Bob today. If you have children riding school buses in Wilson County, they could be running late because of the situation on the interstate.
The cleanup has been risky because of the amount of fuel that spilled. Our Nadia Ramdas is on the scene. Nadia, any idea of when I-40 will be reopened?
Well, the rumor is it might be 5 o'clock. Officials tell us they were hoping to have it open by 4 o'clock this afternoon. But again, as you can see, Ann, it is still closed. All this as traffic is moving relatively slowly across the way there on the westbound lanes. But I want you to take a look behind me at all the flashing lights there. As you can see, crews are still trying to remove the truck and other debris from this morning's wreck. So it looks like drivers are just going to have to wait a little bit longer. Patience was the name of the game for motorists who had no choice but to sit in this gridlock traffic as crews worked quickly to clear a messy wreck that shut down Interstate 40 eastbound lanes in Wilson County for hours. And you were stuck on the highway
for 45 minutes.
Authorities say the truck hauling around 8,000 gallons of fuel overturned at State Road 840 near mile marker 234 Wednesday morning. The driver of the truck, who walked away with minor injuries, suffered a medical episode prior to the accident.
He blacked out, he passed out, and he didn't know anything that happened. And when he woke up, he was in the position he's in now where the vehicle's at.
How lucky is he to survive?
He is very lucky to haul in 8,000 gallons of hazardous materials, explosives like he was, and walk away from it. He's very lucky.
Eastbound drivers were forced to detour and find alternative routes to get to their destinations.
I'm not really good with GPSs, so I stopped here to get directions and head back to East Tennessee.
While crews spent much of the day trying to remove the truck and clean up the nearly 7,000 gallons of fuel which leaked onto the roadway.
When you have that much fuel spilled, it takes a very, very long time. Of course, it's hazardous materials. We have to call in hazardous material specialists.
This is the second serious semi-crash on the interstate this week. The westbound lanes of I-24 were closed for nearly 17 hours Tuesday after a fiery crash involving 2 commercial trucks, which killed both drivers. According to the Tennessee Highway Patrol, there's been 2,202 large truck crashes throughout Middle Tennessee roadways since November 12th, which is down 377 from the same time last year. Now, crews were really busy this morning. In addition to working this crash scene, they also had to remove a semi-truck which apparently got stuck after it jackknifed while attempting to turn around on the interstate to avoid the traffic. Fortunately, that driver is doing okay. Now, as for the driver for this morning's crash, we understand he will not be facing any charges. Again, we just received official word that they're hoping to have this interstate back up and running for drivers by 5 o'clock this evening. We'll stay on top of that and bring you the very latest when it happens. Reporting live in Wilson County, Nadia Ramdas, Nashville's News 2.